Nora Cornolle versus Karol Rosa. Ah, this is probably one of the most challenging fights to actually predict. The mere fact that Carol, what do you call her? Nora Cornolle is a 35-year-old prospect in the women's division makes this fight a little bit more easier to, or rather, it makes it easier to actually go with a specific person in this particular fight. I genuinely don't want to lie to you. It was kind of difficult for me to actually decide who to go with, mainly because both of them are pretty decent. Even though most recently, okay, I think has been performing a little bit better most recently than Karol Rosa. Even though Karol Rosa has shown glimpses of um, talent. Okay, maybe talent is a strong word, but still, I think wow, maybe I should put something over this. Anyway, so my subscribers and I are going with Karol Rosa. To be honest, I feel like Karol Rosa might be slightly better, but in all honesty, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is WMMA, so to be honest, anything is possible in this particular fight. Um, and this is one of those fights where I'm like, you know what? Um, Shoshat Miki, Nora just cause the UFC likes French people lately. That's crazy, man. That's a crazy statement to have. Miki, plus, other girl is low output. You're making me second guess my own pick. Okay, okay, I hear, but here's the thing though. Who did you pick between Robert Whittaker and RDR? Um, Shoshot McGee, plus Shoshot McGee. If he knows gun, she might get a title shot. Oh snap! Who did you pick in the main event? I just want to. I feel like you felt strongly about a couple of fights, lost card, and so I don't know if I should be questioning my pick right now. But you got a lot of underdogs correct, right? Am I wrong? I think you got a lot of underdogs correct. But in any case, I mean, even if um even if Karol Rosa is low output, you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm really concerned about Nora Cornolle's age, which influenced. I heard on for underdogs. Okay, that's pretty good, man. That's actually very good. So I'm worried about Nora Cornolle being a 35-year-old. You know, even though I was really, really concerned about what do you call him, Marcus McGee against Piotr Jan. Ultimately, one of the deciding factors, especially because I felt like both of them were pretty decent. The the biggest deciding factor was that I'm not gonna take the 35-year-old prospect, right? Which is Nora Cornell in this particular fight. She's pretty talented. She has a very high finishing rate. Um, Kuda Bugs. Did any of them give you their number after hitting on them? What are you? Who's this? What are you talking about? Who did I hit on? Like, kind of confusing. Oh, oh, you mean the thumbnail? Okay, I was so confused. Like, what are you talking about? Anyway, so as far as finishing ability, obviously, Nora Cornell is going to have a massive advantage. Unfortunately, Karol Rosa is not particularly great at finishing fights. I mean, she does, but I mean, her finishing rate is like something like um, 33%. Ah, Karol Rosa, you're making it difficult for me to justify picking you, man. Like, Karol Rosa has a what up, kid? Drizzy Gold, what's wrong with you, man? Like, do you come here to live out your race fantasies? I feel like I'm doubting the fact that you're black, man. Like the things that you like to say. It feels like a white guy living out their fantasies online. Don't do that. One day they will search the internet and find these comments, and you probably want like in that situation you are holding a high position. Anyway, there's not gonna be any reach advantage in this particular fight. Um, Karol Rosa has a horrible finishing ability. Like Karol Rosa has a 33% finishing rate. And and Nora Cornolle has an 89% finishing rate. Sheesh, that's a massive difference. But you know how I look at it? I'm like, okay, the girl I picked has good the girl I picked has, what do you call it? Good cardio. You know, that's how I look at. Um, I'm not very good. I'm not very confident in this particular fight as much as I was before. Shoshot McGee, you said Karol Rosa does not have great output. I sincerely disagree. I feel like Karol Rosa has a significantly high output. Um, I don't know. Why do you say why? I'm sure Shoshot McGee. Maybe you can elaborate a little bit. Nora about to walk through the shots and land big. Okay, if you're talking about like damage, maybe that's highly possible. But as far as volume, I think Karol Rosa is going to out volume Nora Cornolle. The only fear that I have of Nora Cornolle is the fact that she is like pretty decent as far as even defense. I said other girl has low output. No, Karol Rosa has a high output. What do you mean? No, Nora Cornolle does not have a higher output than Karol Rosa. I disagree. Why do you say that? Why do you say that? Wait. Let me. Um, sorry about that. My camera does does not understand the colors. So when it sees a bright color, it acts stupid. So Shot McGee, you're right, but significant strikes. Um, okay, yeah. Now I think this is cool. I think my camera has an issue. When it sees a bright color, then um, I never wear white. Anyway, so let's get back to it. So I was surprised, Shot McGee. I was like, why are you saying no? Karol Rosa has a low output. I'll respond maybe a bit racist. Drizzy Gold, what's wrong with you, man? So Karol Rosa is going to have a significant striking output. I think she's going to probably two times more than Nora Cornolle. Nora Cornolle is pretty decent defensively as far as striking goes. Uh, this one is kind of hard to call as far as who's going to have the advantage, but I think I'm going to give a bit of an advantage to Nora Cornolle because I think her power might play a significant role, especially if her striking defense comes into play. Um, but whenever it comes to the grappling, I think Karol Rosa is going to have a massive advantage. Nora Cornolle does not have the best takedown defense. I think that's going to play into Karol Rosa's hands. I think Karol Rosa is pretty decent defensively as far as grappling goes. Even offensively, I think Karol Rosa is going to have a massive advantage on the ground. I think, as far as I've seen, maybe I'm yet to be proven wrong, but it just feels like um, it just feels like what do you call her? Nora Cornolle is basically a jiu-jitsu girl. She excels on the feet if there's no threat of the takedown. So on the feet, I think it might be a little bit more competitive because of the fact that I feel like Rosa is going to have a volume advantage. But as far as technique, I think maybe Nora Cornell might be a little bit better than Rosa. Cardio, I'm leaning more towards Rosa. And normally, WMF fights normally go to a decision. Um, short, Mickey. I'll respond. Let me finish breaking down the fight. So I don't know, man. It just feels like what do you call it? Nora Kono is just a jiu-jitsu girl. She does have power. I will give her that. She has a lot of power in her hands. Um, and it's honestly odd to see a female fighter with such a high finishing rate. It just goes to show how good she is at finishing fights. But still, I'm going to lean heavily towards Karol Rosa as far as grappling. This is mainly because Nora Cornell does not have the best defense as far as grappling, and I think Karol Rosa is pretty decent offensively as far as grappling. Striking wise, I think it might be close. Obviously, in this particular fight, it's going to be volume versus power. So I feel like Karol Rosa has more ways to win. But I understand anyone who's picking Nora Cornell, to be honest. So yeah, my subscribers and I are going with Karol Rosa. Let me respond to some of these comments. Drizzy Gold, lately you've been kind of trashy. um, let me see. Uh, Billy said he was thinking about it. Who's Billy? Who's Billy? Shot McGee. Who's Billy? Drizzy, Drizzy Gold. I'm not gonna read that comment. Um, Kuda Bucks MMA. Drizzy Gold. LOL. Chill. Okay. Shot McGee. Not about to walk through the shots and land big. Possible. Shot McGee. I said other girl has low output. Okay. I think this is where we're discussing that Drizzy Gold. You're a funny guy. Those bro, you're picking Big Uncle Live over Powhatan, bro. I mean, that's not crazy. I mean, Uncle Live beat Alex Pereira to become the champion. So I don't think it's actually crazy to think the guy that beat the champion is going to beat him again. Normally, that's what happens. If someone takes a belt from you, it's highly unlikely that you're going, especially if they took it via decision. It's like saying Israel Adesanya would have won a rematch against Sean Strickland. I don't know. It's like saying Sean Strickland would have won a rematch against Dricus Duplessis. It didn't happen. The only time I think anyone wins a rematch is if there's a long period of time in between. For example, Max Holloway, Dustin Poirier, Conor McGregor. It's never an immediate rematch where the other guy is a look at Leon Edwards versus Kamaru Usman. Like it hardly ever happens. If someone takes a belt from you, especially via decision, the probability of you getting it back are significantly low. Look at Marab, the rematch with Sean O'Malley. Like I could make so many examples. If someone takes Alexander Volkanovski, Max Holloway, if someone takes the belt from you, especially via decision, the probability of you take because decision means that guy beat the living crap out of you and there was nothing you could do about it. Even if they didn't beat the living crap out of you, but it just means like you couldn't do anything offensively. So I think anyone who's picking Alex Pereira is crazy, especially Alex Pereira at like 37 or 38 when Uncle Live is still in his prime. It's kind of crazy to me, but I mean, shout out to you guys. Pick Alex Pereira. Drizzle Gold, I got the big Unk by decision again. Oh, okay. But then why are you surprised that I'm picking Uncle Live? Short Short Mickey, you're right, but significant strikes are different. Are the differences? Okay. I agree with that. I'm not. Drizzy Code, I never wear white. Maybe I'm a bit racist. Okay. Kuda box. Africa gets cold. Yeah, it's that's a crazy stereotype. Yeah, it gets extremely cold. Short Short McGee. Nora will throw more because of no takedowns. I think she. I think Karol Rosa has grappling. I mean, I. th- I think it would be stupid for Karol Rosa to not wrestle. Drizzy Gold, I predict Cornolle. Okay, by decision. What's happening with you, Drizzy Gold? Short Short McGee, I'm not a via five big shots landed versus 30 soft ass punches. Drizzy Gold, didn't you pick Hiba's homie? Yeah, I did, man. There are so many picks that I got wrong and right. You do realize that I, since I've started this channel, I have over 700 picks correct, and I've gotten like 300 and something picks wrong, right? So, I mean, it's cool. You can, I mean, if you want to point out the picks that I got wrong, that's cool. It's up to you. But you make it seem like my ratio is I'm on a losing streak for some reason. But anyway, it's cool. Um, Alma Logoria, yo, what's up? What up, man? I'm Jay. Are you okay, man? Best dogs, yeah, I'm good, man. Shout out to you. Not for the W. Okay, that's actually possible, but at 35, I doubt. Nate said hi. Shout out to you, man. I'm Jay. How much is cocaine in South Africa? Come find out. I don't buy cocaine. Just go. The Umar rematch will be a good one if it happens. I think it will, but I genuinely feel like Marab, and it's gonna shock a lot of people. Marab is going to lose this belt very soon. I know it doesn't seem like it, but it's going to be very sudden. And this is a hot take, but I'll break this down near the fight. I feel like Marab was getting tired against Sean O'Malley before the submission. I feel like Marab was getting tired, and that's one of the reasons why, even though they've been training finishes, I feel like it is because of that particular reason that he ended up finishing the fight. You can disagree with me. I might still pick Marab, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I think Marab is at the end of his run. We'll see though. Short shot McGee. Umar needs to work back up. Let's not make what Deshaun did normal. Yeah, I agree. I'm an Umar fan, but I think he needs to fight a couple of people. I just felt like, damn, Mario Bautista is probably the hardest match for Umar in the division, outside of what do you call him, Merab Devalishvili. I think Umar is what do you call him? What's his name? I forgot. I just said his name. I forgot his name. But yeah, Batista. Yeah, I think that's going to be a really hard match. Juicy Gold, you're right. Jay, how much is a gram of cocaine in South Africa, brother? Why are you so obsessed with the cocaine, dude? I don't smoke, man. I don't even drink alcohol. I'm sure Shotwiki. I think Omar is an amazing fighter, but let's not rush him and make people hate him. Yeah, I think people already hate him because of the surname and other things. But I fully agree with that. Alma, how was your day? My day was good, my guy. How was yours? JJ, I knew Baby Shark was winning. Shout out, man. Alma, Neil Magny needs to retire. I agree. Shoshan McGee, Richie Bad was easy pick for me as well. Okay. Magny looks so bad, but will somehow get wins every now and then. He is like a rash that won't go away. That being said, he gets KO this weekend. Drizzy Gold Mirab is the man. but only guy can beat him is Umar. I think. Okay. I think Cody Sanhagen can fluke it. Obviously, I'm going to go with the safer pick, which is Marab, but both Pantoja and Maraba on the at the later ends of their defenses. Mark my words, I don't think they are going to last for another year or two. Um, just can't see Magny losing three in a row. I mean, like he's ancient now, so that's probably the time for him to actually go on a losing streak. Shoshat McGee, I agree. Drizzy Gold, I predict Islam, Hamza, and Goliath Mirab, Ilya all winning these fights. Fighters are solid as fuck. Jay, yeah, all the I have Drizzy Gold and Tom Espinal will run through Gun LOL over in one round. Okay. Jay, I hope they let Magni get it juiced for this fight. The other coin tosser, damn, I'm late. Yeah, I mean, I'm reading the comments, my guy, but well, why not? You keep changing your name, man. Rene the robber. What kind of a name is that? Jay, I'm gone a pussy. Shashat McGee, your name is Jay. Rene the Riddler. No, he changed it. Drizzy Gold. Pico versus Murphy is interesting. Who you got in that one? Hard to say, man. I'm scared of having faith in Bellator guys. So I'll say Murphy. Um, I don't know. I don't who was the last guy to make a debut? Michael Chandler. I think Michael Chandler is the last guy I can remember who made a debut from Bellator successfully. Since then, I can't remember anyone who's made a debut. Oh, Michael Venom Page, right? But he wasn't coming from. Wasn't he coming from boxing or something like that? Bare knuckle boxing or something like that. But I'm going with Murphy. Jay, Reina the Riddler, Shoshot McGee, Murphy all day. I'm with you there, Shoshot. Jay, how much a gram of cocaine in South Africa, please, before I go over there? I don't know, man. I think go find drug dealers and ask them. Renier the robber, Renier the Rizlot versus Diddy P, hopefully. Renier the robber, I don't think that the fight is possible anymore, though. Which fight? Shoshot McGee, you put the puff in the puff. Juicy Goat MVP, Real Smash, J Rod, will smash Gerard Cannonier. Jared Cannonier. Oh, okay. Have they made that fight? Yeah. But obviously Gerard Cannonier is going to wrestle. I mean, I think he's going to wrestle. Cannonier has some wrestling. I don't think he's going to just decide to stand with MVP. Drizzy Gold, the Raider beats Costa for sure. I mean, why are we even talking about Costa? He's not even is he even in the top 10? I don't even think Costa is in the top 10 of the division. Like the Raider is looking at a title eliminator bout or to come in as a title contender. Costa is like two fights away from even being in that conversation. Rene the Robber, bro, you made a mistake in the community section polls. Christian Rodriguez is not fighting Elijah Smith. Oh snap! Did I really make that mistake? Okay, let me go check and be sure. Just to go. That's the Raiders' next fight. The big Costa is a comedian. Nah, that's not gonna happen. Dido Gamer. Can Islam beat JDM? Yeah, I think he's going to, but Shawshot McGee disagrees. Just to go. Strickland versus Israel Adesanya. Rematch is next. I'm not excited for that one. I genuinely hope it doesn't happen. I would both of them fight prospects. That wasn't an exciting fight. Apart from Sean Strickland dropping Israel Adesanya, that was not an exciting fight. It was honestly boring. So I would much rather see them fight prospects. Sean Strickland should rematch. Just that I feel like Imavov is being unfairly treated, but I would much rather see Boralho versus Sean Strickland than Adesanya versus Hernandez. I don't know. I don't want to see them fight each other. Like, I'm not very interested in that fight. Joshua McGee, people forget how big and athletic Jared is. Yeah, that's true. Jay Poatan, okay. Drizzy Gold, Dido Islam subs Jack in round one. Might not be as easy, but we'll see. Guys, let me go to the next fight. I love and appreciate all of you. Until then, deuces.